GameMarx.
Hey, I'm Dylan.
I'm John, sitting in for Mike and Cicely.
And this is a GameMarx trial of Dark Delve. So, I guess I'll play this one.
Yes, please do.
Please do. Oh.
Purchase the game!
Alright. We actually reviewed this one because they sent us a preview copy of this, and I thought it was really good, but I have not played the 8-minute trial, so this will probably be a very different experience. Alright, so I have to kill the Rat King.
Wonder if we'll run into the Ninja Turtles.
No.
It's not that Rat King?
Not that Rat King.
Oh, okay.
As you can see, it's kind of a D&D style
Wizardry. Etrian Odyssey, more recent example.
Yeah. I actually thought, like, as far as the dungeon exploration aspect, it's close to Bard's Tale or Eye of the Beholder, but that may be going back a few years.
Yeah.
It's got a combo system, which you didn't really see in this battle, and your rewards are based on your performance.
And this does do one very important thing, which is it tracks your maps. Some of the older games, some of the more hardcore first-person dungeon kind of games, didn't track your maps. You had to track them yourself. That was part of the experience. So I'm glad they don't make me have to do that, because that's bullcrap.
Yeah. There are a couple of places, as you really get into this, that tracking the map, there are things that don't get tracked that I kind of wish were, such as the altars, which allow you to restore your endurance. I can't remember what it's actually called. I don't know if endurance becomes an issue in the challenge, but I think there's a lot going on in the exploration aspect, and one thing I liked about the combo system is it forced me to try to get done with the battles more quickly.
Mm-hmm. Well, honestly, with a lot of these old-school menu-driven RPGs, you know, we played so many of them for so many years that we want to get through these battles as fast as possible.
Yeah. But that's because I really like the exploration aspect. Now, some people may not. It's going to take you more than... it's going to take you more than an 8-minute trial to get a feel for that aspect of it, I think.
Yeah, you're going to have a pretty good idea going in, I think, if you're going to be in for this type of game or not. And really, the trial's just going to determine, is it good enough in that genre for you personally to be invested in it? And, you know, I've played a couple of different games in this genre, like Etrian Odyssey and Lightning Warrior Rady. I don't know that it quite stacks up with that, but being an indie game, I don't know that it necessarily has to either.
Yeah, it is an 80-point game, which I was kind of surprised because I spent about probably 5 or 6 hours reviewing it. I literally didn't get through the first dungeon because I was trying to find every secret door and you know, all of that. Ooh. Yeah, there's some block puzzles, and I have probably screwed this one up.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one of the tricky things about this game is the map doesn't fill in until you're within one square of something. So, you know, and you know, I walked into the room and I had to guess at what the configuration was.
If I had to levy a criticism against this game, it's the fact that there is very little to distinguish one room from the next, and especially with this type of game, that can be very maddening because everything looks the same, and unless you have a really good feel for the map and where you're at and where you've already been, you're going to be really frustrated in a hurry.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I had the same problem playing the full game. I just didn't have a good feel for the dungeon at first, and so it's this huge dungeon, but only it's hard to play and
Talk?
There's this huge dungeon, and only a very small portion of it is trap related or secret door related or things like that. So you kind of have to be willing to explore that.
Yeah, and of course, this is just a trial, but I think I might be a little bit more invested making my own characters, but
yes,
and especially if I can customize, the different classes and have, a different group setting out aside from just, warrior, rogue, mage. But
you actually can. One of the things I liked about this is there are 3 classes when you start out. So rolling your characters is very simple, but each of those characters can be expanded into. There are 3 different paths for each character. So the warrior has the paladin, the knight, or I can't remember what the other one was. And rogue has assassin and thief and things like that. And then your mage has druid or warlock, or I can't remember what they all were. I thought it was a very good way of narrowing your choices early on, and then allowing you to make those choices later.
Right. Well, especially in a game like this, you don't want to make a bad party decision early and then just get blown up, the first 5 minutes in the game. You're not really going to go back and try again.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess you can't save in this mode, but I don't remember if you can save to separate files or not. I want to say you can.
Yes, I imagine this is the type of game where you'll want to save often.
Yes. You'll actually want to travel to the surface often, and here again, I'm making comments based on
the full version.
You're going to have to make trips back to the surface often. Okay, and that's the end of the trial.
That was Dark Delve.
Okay, thanks for watching.